despite some horrific high-profile mass school shootings in recent years, these are just a fraction of a percent of the problem. An average of 10 students are killed by gunfire on school property during school hours every year. That's 10 too many. That number should be 0. We can and should make our schools safer. But schools are not where most of our kids are dying. The vast majority of juvenile gun deaths are out-of-school suicides and homicides, neither of which receives nearly as much attention. And suggesting that the problem is simply guns does everyone a disservice. The problem is deeper. Our kids are suffering from a decades-long downward spiral of mental and emotional unwellness, and it's leading them to take their lives at increasing rates, especially since the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic. Well over 1,000 high school-aged teens killed themselves with firearms last year. Over 1,000 more killed themselves without a firearm. So what's the federal role in all of this? Because that's the question. That's why we're all here today, right? Well, we know it doesn't work. Banning certain semi-automatic firearms or standard capacity magazines are not serious solutions, and they're based more on irrational fear than on data or on the Constitution. Physical security matters. Swift, armed responses to threats, whether mass shootings or any other threat, matter. Student access to mental health resources matters. The root of the problem is not guns. It's the underlying causes that create violent environments in the first place. Parents, and especially low-income and working parents, need more choices when it comes to accessing mental health care for their kids. They also need more choices when it comes to adequate learning environments. Kids deserve educational environments where they feel safe and are most likely to develop into thriving adults, regardless of income or zip code. Senators, it's clear that the kids are not all right. They're increasingly suicidal. They're increasingly engaging in serious criminal behaviors. They're increasingly deciding that school just isn't worth it, and we are watching as their futures and their lives vanish. We are losing our kids. And if we don't act soon and act to stem these problems at the source, it won't just be the kids that we're losing. We will lose an entire generation of adults as well.